everybody, welcome back to SD Gaming. Hope you're all well today, guys. We have a new webcam, ladies and gents, hot off Temu. There we go, so we are trying that out today, and hopefully the image quality will be a little bit better. But I've situated you on top of the screen so we can sort of see, well, it just makes sense really when I'm sort of sorting out lobbies and stuff. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Right, let's get the timetable up then for tonight. So, we've had a bit of a change around. Let's explain what is going to happen. So, Q1 and Q2 for Super Sport is going to be merged into just one session. So, it'll be one 15-minute session for Super Sport. Then we will have a 15-minute, that'll be a 15-minute free practice 3 for the Superbike. So, they missed out on some track time yesterday due to my, well, we're not going to say anything. Then we will have Super Pole for the Superbikes. Then we'll have the Ducatis in the first race of the weekend for the Superbikes. 10 laps will go a little bit later on. You can indeed, Scott. I know you'd be lying, but thank you for for that one, mate. Right, let's have a look at the calendar then for... oh, excuse me. For this season, we have done 9 rounds. Oh, stop it, you guys. We're at Oulton Park then this weekend. We've got qualifying and first Superbike race later on, and then we've got race day tomorrow. Then we've got 2 rounds left. We've got Donington and Brands Hatch to round out the season. It's mad to think that in a month's time we will be at the final round of the Academy. What has this just flown by? Absolutely flown by. Right, so, whilst everyone's getting themselves in, how are we? How are we all well? P30 Pro, there we go, inside joke. Well, hey, so, let's bring you up to speed. I've done notes today. We've got notes. We've done that, that's very good. So, yes, we have got some wildcards joining us tonight, ladies and gents. We've got Alfie, who's in. We've got Ben, who will be joining us, hopefully, in a short while. Who else have we got? Isaac should be on his way. I think they're the 3 wildcards we've got for Super Sport, and they'll be taking part in the rest of the season. So the reason why we've allowed these wildcards is because Alfie and Ben are new to the channel, and they want to gauge themselves on how they're going to do against SDPG opposition. And also, Isaac can't make it tonight. Thank you, George. So, and also Isaac's not ridden the Super Sport bike, so we want to give him a run out and just see how he gets on the Super Sport machine. So that's why those guys have got wildcards. They've been given special exemption. Riders, I hope you've read the new updated regulations today. We have updated some regs on red flags, etc., etc. So hopefully everyone should be clear. So what's going to happen in the case of a red flag? Because sometimes riders don't have the stream on or they have it on mute. I will go over the in-game chat, so I'll just do it like this. As an example, I press that, say there's a red flag, and then everyone would slow down. Sorry, chaps, just testing. There we go. So that's what we do. So we just basically go over the game, basically make it exactly clear that there is a red flag. If people don't hear it, well, that's on them. Riders are ordered to slow down at the safest and earliest opportunity, just to make it look proper. So there we go. That is in the regulations. If you've not read them, riders, shame on you. I'm only joking. No worries, thank you, chaps. We are just going to give the riders another couple of minutes because Ben's on his way. We've got Logan as well. Good to have Logan back with us. I have not announced that yet because I'm a tit. So Logan is back with us now for certainly the rest of this season. I think season 2 as well, which is very good to hear that we've got Logan back. Also, if you missed our stream yesterday, we have a new member of the SDPG team. Here's Andy. He is a bear. We covered up the company logo for... Well, I don't want to get sued, so there you go. Andy is our SDPG bear, and we'll be keeping an eye on all the riders, and if they do anything wrong, just he'll go at them. That's basically it. So there we go. Right, I've got some water. We're ready to go. We're not on the pop tonight, because I think that's what sort of caused the problems yesterday. But never mind. My diet is shocking. Absolutely shocking. No problem, Ben. Good to have you with us, buddy. Looking forward to seeing you out on track. We will go to the next screen, but riders, do not panic. We will wait for Logan and Ben, and then we'll crack on with this one. So, there we go. So, with the webcam as well, ladies and gents, just whilst we've got a little bit of time, we'll be looking to do some, when we do the commentary for like endurance races or one-off races, will have my mug in the bottom left hand corner of the screen. We are going to do a few more tests on that just to see whether there does cause some lag the further on we go, but hopefully not. I feel like if you guys see the actual reactions that we give to instance, then he's there, Dill. There he is. Look. Was I sticking 2 fingers up then? I didn't mean to. It's just... Oh, no, that looked bad. Okay. Right, we'll gloss over that. Right, okay. Yeah, there you go. So, Dill distracted me again. He's bad for that, you know. He's just shocking. Oh, here we go, typing. Thank you very much, Liam. Thank you very much. Yes, you are, Scott. Yep, just we're going to have the 15-minute session for Super Sport. Due to low numbers yesterday, we couldn't do a Q1 and Q2. So here we go. We are just about ready to rock and roll. Just wait for Ben. I've done some notes. They're not brilliant, but there's some quite interesting stuff in here that I've been looking at today. So before anyone says it's not page 3. Right. Oh, that was my knee. I've got an onboard lap to show you guys, actually. We'll show you that before Superbikes go out. Right then. Can you all see me okay? Is the lighting alright behind? I can always chuck big light on if it's a bit of a problem. Oh, yeah, that looks alright. That looks alright, that. There we go. Just move over a bit. I can sort of move my camera around if we need to. Oh, dearie me. Thank you very much, Scott. Thank you. See, typical. We're always waiting on Malted riders, am I joking? Oh, they messed him. No worries. No problem at all, Ben. No worries at all, mate. No worries, Charlie. Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. I'll respond to that either tonight or tomorrow morning. Sorry, I've just earwigging. I think Ted's annoyed with me. Right, okay. Sorry, Ted! Hey, here we go. Bosh. It's not you, it's me. Sorry, Ted. Right, okay. Okay. If you don't know, ladies and gents, we've got them on the camera. There they are, look. The SDPG squad. There they are. HQ. And now they're all embarrassed. Sorry, chaps. Not really. Oh dear, it's gotta be. I'm getting that later, but I don't care. Right, are we ready? Where's Connor actually? Does anyone know where Connor is? Backstreet Boys, Molly, what do you reckon? It was Richard, yeah, it was indeed. He's keen, you see. Oh, that's fine, Claire. He's got 3 hours to drive before he gets me. Right, let's go then with the first session of the night. It's qualifying then for the Ami Electric British Supersport class. Let's go. It's time to go qualifying. And the green flag is out for this one then. Just like to say before we get going, happy wedding anniversary to Claire and Richard, who are in the chat. I believe it's their 31st or 32nd. I can't remember which Ted said, but happy anniversary to you guys for today. Right, let's go with this one then. We are underway with the Super Sport qualifying. We've got 7 riders out there battling it out for pole position. No Connor, who could take the title this weekend, ladies and gents. All he has to do tomorrow is get a top 4 in the sprint race, and he will be champion. Well, let's see whether Connor can do that tomorrow. But we are underway then with qualifying. We have got 15-minute session for these guys, then we have got some dramatic stuff in Superbike. We will get onto that a little bit later. But on your screens now, we have Guy, ladies and gents, currently sat 5th in the standings. Neil has been retirement. That is not good for Neil. He will be starting 7th on the grid tomorrow. That is unlucky that for Neil. There could be red flags today, people. There could be red flags, so please be prepared. All riders be prepared for anything. But let's get Guy way down towards Hizzy then on the opening lap. The number 83 Power Slide Racing Suzuki through the right in towards the left and back over to the right hand side of the tyre, up through Knickerbrook and up towards Clay Hill now. Nicely done in towards Druids then for Guy, the only Power Slide Racing Suzuki tonight. Let's see how Guy can get on. Guy's been in a rich vein of form recently, ladies and gents. Been fighting for top 3s in most races that he's taken part in recently. Absolutely in good form is Guy. Let's see if he can get a podium this time out. Well, we'll get Guy over the line then. The riders are in the 133s. Yes, these are some fantastic times. And Guy starts off on a 135.061 for the number 83 Suzuki. We've got Scotty Too Hotty up towards the line. Let's see how Scott's doing. Oh, we've got Liam to the top, 134.989. Good to have Liam with us, excuse me, this weekend. And yes, thank you very much, Charlie. Yes, the APR team are running a special livery for this weekend due to it being the team's home round. That is stunning. Well done, Charlie. That is a cracking effort there, matey boy. We like that. And look, who's gone to the top, ladies and gents? It's Alfie. Yes, if you didn't see our endurance series the start of the week, no, last week, get your facts right, Seamus. Alfie was looking very quick there and is come to joining. Let's start that sentence again. It's starting us. Try that again. Is joining SDPG in the second season of BSEC, and he will be in Supersport and the GW Motorsport Triumph. So we'll see how Alfie can get on this weekend. Already topping the times by quite a margin, and that's good to see. The new boys having a good run out. So I'm just going to have a look at Liam for a second. Liam is 12 points ahead of Neil in the championship. 220 points Liam sits on coming into this one. And then yes, Neil is in turn 3 points ahead of Scott. So there is 15 points covering the second, third, and fourth. It's quite tight in that battle. Last time we were here, Scott took 2 third places, ladies and gents. I think he was the highest scorer out of those 3. So we'll see whether he can replicate that this weekend. And I tell you what, he's gone to pole position at the moment. Provisional pole position on 134.126. for Scotty Too Hotty on the HPR Honda. Good luck that from Scott. Let's get Alfie then up towards the line. Over the line of 133.892 for Alfie on the Triumph. Good to have the Triumph back in the class. Let's have a look then at the new boy, ladies and gents. Here is Ben on your screen, ladies and gents, number 16 in this class on the Malted R5L Yamaha. Good to have 2 Malted R5L Yamahas out there today, ladies and gents. We've got Ben and, of course, Logan making his return to SDPG this weekend. So good to have Logan back with us on the number 79 machine, going a 10th faster on that part of the circuit through the third sector in towards Lodge Corner then, and through the dip of the Elite, then up the other side. Nicely done from Logan. Over the line then goes Logan. Is on a 136.421 as his personal best lap. So let's have a look at Ben then as he goes through Shell Oil's Corner and in towards Britain's now. Very tricky part of the circuit to get right because you're trying to brake on a bit of lean angle. It's a bit tricky. It is a bit tricky. And then obviously got the sausage curb, which will send bikes to the moon. As we go to get Ben now down towards the Hizzy chicane. So it looks like he made a mistake on this lap. That's okay. He's still got 9 minutes 40 seconds to have another crack at it. So let's go down the order then at the moment. It's Alfie on provisional pole position ahead of Scott, with Guy rounding out row number 1. And then we've got Liam, Logan and Ben rounding out row number 2, and everyone else will be behind. Right, and Alfie's gone even quicker, 133.775. So I'll tell you what, Connor's here tomorrow. He'll have his work cut out potentially. Alfie is looking red hot in this session. As we get now Alfie down towards Island Bend. Right on board then with the Triumph as we go through Island Bend now. Holding it on the limiter in third gear, then back down to first for Shell Oils, using the banking to help the bike slow down a little bit. Bit of positive camber is very positive. There we go, well done Sean, gold star for you. Into Britain Chicane then for Alfie, takes a little bit of curb on, oh, perfect, absolutely perfect. And press the wrong button. Down towards the Hizzy Chicane now for the number 23, and here's a 10th up on this lap, so let's get him through Hizzy's then. Nicely done, in towards Knickerbrook on the power, up towards Clay Hill for the GW Motorsport Triumph. Brilliant stuff, wheels in the line, that's what we like to see. Scott, I think, will be coming up towards the line very shortly, so we'll keep an eye on Scott there in P2. He is just now going through Lodge Corner and over Deer Leap, so we'll see whether Scott can improve his time. Nope, he did not on that lap. Alfie's done a 133.775. Let's see if he can go any faster. Over the line then for Alfie, 133.628. Goes half a second clear of the field. So we've got Guy now still in P3, and on that front row of the grid, on the Power Slide Racing Suzuki then. Oh, look at that, just clipped the grass. Ever so slightly. Liam has now got to pole position, a provisional pole position for Liam, 133.586 for the number 44 machine, and is now on provisional pole. So Alfie now has to go and find another gear and try and, well, try and beat Liam's time. Oh, as Liam there does a bit of cone scattering down at Cascades. Right, so it looks like everyone's just settled down. Let's have a look at Logan then as he heads down towards the Hizzy Chicane. Oh, look at that, clipping the grass and 1,000th of a second off through Sector 2. I think he would have lost a little bit of time there, just went a bit wide on the entry to Hizzy's. Ben's improved, 138.911 for the Molten R5L Yamaha. That's good going, good progress from Ben. In towards Druids then goes Logan on the power, nice and over the crest. 4/10 off on this lap, so it did cost him a little bit of time. That Hizzy's in towards Lodge Corner then for the number 79 machine. Down through Deer Leap. And up the other side and over the line for Logan. And no improvement on that lap. Scott now in towards Cascades then on the number 5 HPR machine on the power. And across down Lakeside. And in towards Island Bend. Called Lakeside because there's a lake there. There you go. Insightful information from the big man himself. Well done. Right in towards Shell Oils Corner then for Scott then. Nicely done. Not using too much of the bank there. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Nice line that from Scotty Too Hotty in towards the Britain Chicane. Let's not forget, ladies and gents, this is the only session that the Supersport riders will get today. So we'll see how that goes for them. That will change though, actually, for Season 2. That will change. As Scott is going, it's a 10th up then through Sector 2. We are looking to change the timetable around a little bit for Season 2, but we will keep you up to date with all the updates that we have for you. Right, up in towards the water tower and into Driz now for Scott. Third sector time about to flash up at the top of your screens. Oh, he has just lost a little bit of time there. Let's see if he can just make it up into the final corner. Nicely done from Scott, down the dip and up the other side. Nicely done from the number 5 machine over the line for Scott. No improvement on that lap. Let's get Alfie now up towards the line. Looks like he's just got Logan up ahead of him. Alfie goes over the line and goes provisional pole position at 133.417 for Alfie. Looks like Alfie and Liam are going to be trading blows here. Well, if Connor turns up tomorrow, we could have a 3-way scrap. We could have a 3-way scrap for the race win. I tell you what, this is impressive to see from Alfie. making his debut in the Supersport class this weekend and looking good. Let's get Liam now through the Britain chicane and down towards. He's now hard on the brakes. Oh, this is a good lap from Liam. Oh, it wasn't until he clips the curve and down he goes. Oh, that was unlucky for the number 44. Still got 4 minutes, though, to try and gain... How much has he got to get? 2/10, we'd pretty much say. Thank you for that information, Charlie. Good to see Charlie keeping an eye on everybody. And he has just said that Ben is constantly improving lap by lap. That is good to see. Well done from Ben here. As we get him in towards Isle of Ben, we'll keep an eye on Ben. He's been doing a great job. This is not easy. No class SDPG is easy. So fair play. Channel debut. Doing a good job. Yes, I will come on to that, Ted, actually. I'm going to put some pressure on you, son. Well, we've had some... we spoke to Bet365 today, and the odds are stacked in Ted's favour. So we'll see what he can do in Super Bowl a little later on. Right, that'll also get me in trouble later, but... yeah, I can take it. Right, into... Here's his then for Ben, 8/10 off on this lap through his chicane. And through Knickerbrook now on the power up towards Clay Hill he goes, fully tucked in behind the screen. Over Clay Hill, nice one, just a little roll off there, just make sure the bike's nice and settled before applying the power. Into Drew's and the double apex right hander. Nicely done, he has gained a 10th there through sector 3 of the lap. I don't think it's going to be an improvement, but he won't be far off. Not a bad effort this. From Ben down through Lodge Corner, down through the dip, up the other side. And let's have a look. What's he done? 137.655, 137.8. So he actually gained a lot of time in that final sector. So you can just piece some of these puzzles. Hang on. Yes, piece some of these. No, you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. I've lost. I'm lost. I know what I was trying to say, I think. No, I don't. Right, let's have a look then as we get... Oh, I tell you what. Screenshot time. Oh, guy on the back wheel. Very nice. Very nice. He did that for the camera. Oh, a Scotty too hotty there. Slides out at Britain chicane. So it's going to now be a Super Bowl mentality for Scott if he wants to improve his position. Because he'll only get one more flying lap at this one. So Guy's improved his time as well. 134.366. So he's going to have to gain 0.3 of a second if he wants to get on that front row. But still a good showing from Guy. Over Dealey and in towards Old Hall Corner now for Guy. Nicely done for the number 83 Power Slide Racing Suzuki. A minute and a half then of qualifying for the Electrics British Super Sport class. And well, Alfie's done, so he's in the pits. Well, let's see what Liam can do on this lap. Can Liam improve? Like we say, he's got to improve by a couple of tenths if he wants that pole position. He was looking good for a pole lap a little bit earlier on in the session. It just went away from him at his. Let's get him down towards that very spot now. Hard on the brakes. Oh, I tell you what, he's not far off. Half a tenth off there through sector 2 for Liam. He's really got to try and get on the pole position. He can still mathematically win the championship, but it's going to take a bit of a miracle. It's going to take Connor not to turn up to any races and Liam to win all of them. All 6 remaining Supersport races, should I say, of the championship. And he's 4 tenths off. He is done. Liam is not going to improve on this lap, I don't think. In towards Lodge Corner then for the number 44. Oh, Alfie has popped back out for one last lap. Over the line there for Liam. And no, he does not improve. Where's Scott on circuit then? He is going in towards Britain's. I don't think he's going to get this lap done, will he? Or he might do. He might just about get this one done. Hard on the brakes then. And checkered flag is now out for the... dearie me, Seamus. Wakey. Checkered flag's now out for Supersport, and that is Scott done. He has tipped off at Knickerbrook. Rider, okay. Liam has also tipped off Island Bend. Well, ladies and gents, your pole sitter then is Alfie. on the GW Motorsports Triumph. Good effort that from Alfie, and just backing up what Jamie showed last year, if you were with us, that the Triumph's such a good package, so well done to Alfie. Then we've got Liam and Scott rounding out row number 1. Then we've got Guy, Logan and Ben on row number 2. Then we'll have Neil and everybody else behind. Lovely stuff. Well done to all those guys. Certainly well done to Ben. That's a great effort on channel debut and debut in Supersport. Well done to all those guys. So that is the grid order then for Supersport, and we will see how well these riders get on tomorrow. Right, my chat's just being a little bit slow. Well done everybody on that one. Well done to Alfie on the pole position. We will see Alfie out tomorrow with the rest of the Supersport riders, and we'll see how how he gets on. Well done, Ben. That was a fantastic effort, buddy. Well done to everybody. That was fantastic. Right then, so let's get the session sorted for the Superbike. So 15-minute FP3 for the Superbike runners because someone decided to puke halfway through FP2 yesterday. Apologies. My utmost apologies. But whilst we get everybody in and sorted, let's take you for a lap on a Superbike of Oulton Park. What a roller coaster this is, and I do apologise, this lap is not the best, but you'll have to just bear with me. Right then, so I'm going to try and commentate over it, but there's all the information there. And here we go. So, over the start-finish line there, just knocking 4th gear, back down 2 gears in towards Oulton corner. Got to try and take a nice line. Maybe use a smidge in a curve, have a bit of a moment on the exit, because on traction control, and the bike does get a little wary. Down into Cascade, then knock it back 2 gears, hug that inside curve if you can, and get the bike stood up as soon as you can on the fat part of the tyre, and get some grip, because it does help. Down towards Island Bend, then knock it just touching 4th gear, some rider shift up to 5th, but I go back down to 3rd gear for there, hold it through there in 3rd gear, back down to first for Shell Oils, try and use some of the banking to help slow you down. Of course, you're back and I make a mistake here. Get it lively. In towards Britain chicane then, like we say, very difficult to get right. Got to try and clip some of the curve on the inside through the left, through the right, and then over hill top. Got to control the wheelie with rear brake, short shifting, etc. Down in towards Hizzies we went then. Hard on the brakes through there in 1st gear, through the right, through the left. It's a bit of a pig, this part of the track, but we like it nonetheless. Through Knickerbrook then on the power, just try and use the big power of the Honda. Over Clayhill then, knocking 4th gear, a little bit wide there, but I was just doing that really for show. Here's the water tower, back down to 2nd gear for Druids. Try and get on the power nicely there. Look at that, using all the road, perfectly done there. Down toward Lodge Corner, hard on the brakes we went, and yeah, that is a lap of Oulton Park. Through the dip and over the line to finish the lap of Oulton Park. So there you go, ladies and gents. That is a shoddy lap by yours truly. I'm joking, that lap time was the 1:31.7, so you can remember that. Let's see where it put me in this session, probably near the back. Not going to lie, these boys are fast. Hey, Jamie's here, lovely. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at this lot. Yes. Right, lovely stuff. See, my Superbike riders, they are keen. We have the return of Alex tonight. Good to have you back, Alex. Good to have you back, sunshine. We'll hopefully see another Kawasaki out on track. And because I'm a bit of a tit, I forgot to sort out the lighting. It's going to rain as well for Superpole. Oh, they're joking. Here comes Jamie now typing. Charlie's going to get pumped for that. Right, here we go. This is going to be mad. Oh, I love this. Turn over. We'll get some Superbike notes going. Right, how many have we actually got? Yes, boys! Look at that. I'll have a drink of H2O. There we are. That's lovely, that. I'm going to have to top that glass up. Right, Andy's here. He's ready to... Woo! He's ready to watch these riders bomb round. And I told Dylan if you don't get a 129 tonight, he's fired. I'm not joking, I didn't really say that. Right, let's see what goes on then for free practice. Sorry, just dealing with the imposters. Right, hope everyone's ready because we're going. Free practice 3 then for the SDPG British Superbikes in association with Exact Moves is on the way next. Let's go! And the green flag is out for free practice 3. Okay, right, well that's 3 gone. Okay, well that's not good at all. But we continue, oh my god, Jamie's off in the background already. But unfortunately we do continue, ladies and gents. The rules are 5 or more and we re-lobby. That one may have to be reviewed. Okay, right. Dylan's not first out. Dylan is not first out for once. Yes, Aaron! Aaron's pipped into the post. Lovely stuff on the exact moves Kawasaki then. So, 15 minutes of FP3 for the Superbike runners. Let's see how this one goes then. For these guys, they missed the last 5 minutes of FP2 yesterday. Well, Dylan was on red hot form, as you saw yesterday, as you saw on the lap. The outright lap record was obliterated yesterday, and it was Dylan that was in the 129.9 bracket. I think he's going to have to really go some to try to do that again today. He has got the pace, but obviously with Super Pole on the way next, it is going to be tough to do it over 1 lap, certainly with the pressure of everyone watching. Oh, down goes Aaron at the Britain chicane. But yes, let's see what Yorkshire's Top Rat can do then in FP3. Already looking good on the CS Autos Ducati. Through his lops he goes now and in towards Knickerbrook. Nicely done. Up towards Clay Hill for the CS Autos Ducati. Let's give you some facts. Lies second in the championship, does Dylan. 17 points ahead of Super Ted, but he is 51 points down on Brett. It is a big ask for Yorkshire's Top Rat to retain the title. Basically, he's just got to win the next 9 races. Sounds easy, doesn't it? Not with this field. Oh, what? Really, Dylan? Really? A 130.1 straight off the bat. Makes you sick, doesn't it, really? Fair play. I mean, fair play. I'd still be going. I'd be going all day to try and get those lap times. Well, who is going to be Dylan's nearest challenger? Is it this man on your screens? The RD Racing Yamaha. Unfortunately for Jamie, not been able to get into many sessions this season. Been disconnections galore and retirements for Jamie. It's been really frustrating actually to see Jamie on the sidelines, but we're good. We're so glad that he's thought of a solution for his issues and is joining us now more frequently. You know, he found a solution whilst drinking Guinness, of all drinks. There you go, that's the Northern Irish for you. In towards Britain's then for Jamie. As out, that was Mini. Through Britain's he goes as he heads down towards Hizzy's now. If you missed free practice yesterday as well, Jamie and Dylan got a little bit up close and personal through this part of the track. They battled for 3/4 of a lap and then they both decided to have a lie down. We will clip that and put it on the socials a little later. Maybe tomorrow. Over Clay Hill then. Whoa, for Jamie, holy moly. Doesn't he look good on that bike? He looks fantastic through. Drew is now. Brett's now got up to P2. Mason G also up to P3, but 0.6 of a second. Up is Jamie in towards Lodge Corner then for the RD Racing Yamaha. Runs a little bit wide, misses the apex ever so slightly. Down through the dip. Wow, look at the bike protesting over the line at 130.547. Jamie now goes up to P2. So let's have a. Oh, Mason G's had a bit of a lie down at Knickerbrook. Mason Roth in P5 at the moment. Mr. Nasser 132.282 for him. Aaron into Lodge Corner. Then we got Adam there as well. And we got the Super Ted, who is yet to set a lap time on the Moulton R50 Yamaha. Ted going very well. Oh, this weekend up to now. Was in the 130.5 bracket yesterday. I think he might have just gone slightly quicker than that. I'm not 100% on that one, but he was certainly in the 130s. Looking very strong was Ted. Let's not forget, ladies and gents, I've got a stat for you here. Ted's last win was here at Oulton Park in the first race. That was 20 races ago for Super Ted. Great lap. 130.577 for Super Ted. 300ths down on Jamie. Let's have a look then at Ashby's finest. Brett does a 130.6, also going well. These boys are on it, aren't they? Fair play. Well, let's give you some stats about Brett then. Been off the podium four times. One was a retirement. He's had a worse finish of 2 5th places. That is 23 podiums out of 27 races. I'll read you that again. 23 podiums out of 27 races. Consistency wins you championships. Is Brett on for the title? That is a big question mark. Well, at the moment, it's looking good. Like we say, 51 points ahead going into this round. Mason G. Well, Mason G did a very good job at Cadwell Park, ladies and gents. Took 2 wins and the 3rd place over at Cadwell. Was looking very, very fast. Mason G is fast wherever we go on the Malted R5L Yamaha. He is 68 points down on Super Ted coming into this round. That's a lot of points to make up. But if Mason G turns up for the last 9 races, it's going to be close between the pair of them. So we'll see how that one goes as we get towards the end of the season. But over the line then for Mason G, that's now 5 riders in the 130 bracket. 130.744 for Mason G. Good effort that for Mason. Mason Roth is now in the pits and is now back out of the pits. Let's have a look at Adam then, because we now have the pathway standings. I do apologise to Charlie, Adam and Jan for not providing this information sooner, but the points are like this. 519 points for Charlie, who is leading the pathway standings. Adam is on 466 and Jan is on 395, I do believe. I didn't write that information down because I'm a pillock. So, Charlie's 53 points ahead in the pathway standings, so it is going to take a massive, massive uphill challenge for Adam. If he can conquer this, he may just about take it. But Charlie is in scintillating form round here. Has been very quick. Was very close, second of P2, literally with a few corners to go. Last time we were here in the wet. Few quarters to go, and he unfortunately had a tip off and dropped to P4. He has had a second this season, ladies and gents, at Brands Hatch, has Charlie, so we'll see whether Charlie can replicate some good form this weekend. Home round for Charlie, so we'll see what he can do. Mason Roth now back out onto circuit on the HPR machine, through the chicane and down towards Izzy as he goes. The pathway points are 25, 20, 16, etc, etc. And that is for the full season, Charlie. What can I say? The warm up tasty. Right then, so very quick lap times coming in from these guys. We've got 130s for the top 5, then we've got 132s for Mason, Roth and Adam, and Aaron in the 133s at the moment. Well, some quick times going into Super Pole. A reminder, ladies and gents, that we do have a Super Pole on the way next. Very exciting stuff. We do love a good Super Pole round. Oulton Park, well, we love a Super Pole wherever we go. Let's get Yorkshire's top rep then over the line. A 130.025, very close to the 129 bracket. Are we going to see a new outright lap record? Possibly. We will see how Dylan gets on and the rest of them in the rest of this session. Jamie then over the curb at Britain's as he heads now over hilltop down towards the Hizzy chicane then for Gamer Jamie. Number 86 RD Racing Yamaha through the right, through the left. Not too bad. It's very difficult, that right hand. You carry a little bit too much speed. You go too tight to the left, can really scrub some speed off there as he goes over Clay Hill now. Nicely done for Jamie. How will he get on in the race a little bit later on? Jamie is really looking good on this Yamaha, fighting at the sharp end at Cadwell Park. I'm sure he will be doing the same here at Oulton Park. And he is 800ths up then, down towards Lodge Corner for the Yamaha. Aaron's improved a bit further back, 132.843. Apologies to Aaron for only just seeing that. But down the dip, and whoa, my goodness gracious, over DLE for Jamie, and he does a 130.547. There is no improvement on that lap. Super Ted is in the pits looking at Druids, and now he's back out. Right, we will check in on Ted. Hey, on the back wheel, son, we like that. As Dylan now goes past him in towards Lodge Court. Look at that. From the teeny weeny bit wide through the dip. Deersley over Deersley. We're going to see 129. Not yet. Not yet. I'm telling you, he's got one in him. He's so got one in him. To be fair, I think the top 3 certainly have a 129 in them. It's very difficult though to put the pieces of the jigsaw together around Oulton Park. You have to be inch perfect every corner, and well, I don't envy the task. Oh, sorry, Ted was up there through Sector 1. Apologies to Ted. Just cut away from him. So, Dylan, Jamie and Ted, your top three at the moment, with Brett. Championship lead. 2/10 up for Brett. Through his as he goes, runs a little bit wide. Let's keep an eye on Brett, actually, for the remainder of this lap. Let's see whether Brett can improve, get inside that top three. Oh! Over Clay Hill. Using some of the grass. Why not? We're painting. Oh, I think it's all got away from him at Druids. Looked like it just turned a little bit too early. And yes, Brett has pulled out of that one then. Mason G over the line at 1:30.7. So I'll run down the order there. We've got Dylan, Jamie, Ted, your top three, with Brett, Mason G, Adam, Mason Roth, and Aaron rounding out the runners and riders at the moment. Whew, there we go. Right, Jamie now going up towards the line over DL8. Look at that. Over the line then for Jamie. Any improvement? Not on that lap. Super Ted now coming in towards Lodge Corner. He was up through Sector 1, missed his other couple of sectors. Through the DL8 section now over the line for Super Ted. Oh, no improvement for Ted either on that lap. Well, we are in for a cracking Super Pole session, which is just shy of 6-7 minutes away from the start of Super Pole, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this from Mason G, 3/10 up at the moment. This will put him into P2 if he can just keep this lap going. Through Nickelbrook then for the Molten R5L Yamaha up towards Clay Hill. Through Water Tower and in towards Druids now for Mason G. Yamaha's looking strong this weekend. Half a second up for Mason G. There's going to be a 1:30.2 if he can just keep this one going. In towards Lodge Corner for the number 28. Down the dip and over DL8. Oh, getting very tight to the wall over the line for Mason G. He does go P2 on a 1:30.211. Great lap that from Mason G. Fantastic stuff. Whew. Yeah, I think we might be in for a good race here, people. What do we reckon? Right, Adam now up to P6, up to the front at Island Bend. Just run out of road on the arcade BMW, number 4 machine. Mason Roth in P7, 300s down on his time through Sector 1 as goes through Island Bend. Whereabouts Aaron just pulling out of the pits and through Druids he goes. Down towards Lodge Corner then for Aaron. He'll get one, maybe 2 goes at a fly lap before Super Pole begin. Whoa, hello, who was that tipping off? It was Mason G, just tipping off at Britain's there. Dylan now up towards Clay Hill. Let's have a look, see how the CS Autos Ducati is looking then. Through the Water Tower and in towards Druids then for the number 1 Yorkshire stop rack and pulls over to the right hand side. Second off the pace on this lap. Oh, 2 Masons circulating together. Whoa, my goodness gracious. Mason Roth. Holy mackerel. He got that a little bit sideways. Through then they go. And run down towards Lodge Corner. And we'll see how those riders get on. They should just get one more. They will get one more lap at this FP3 session. Right, Jamie now through Druids then. Number 86. Oh, this is a cracking lap. Well done, Mason G, pulling into pit lane. Cracking lap this from Jamie. Is he going to go into second place? Take it back from Mason G. It looks like he just ran a little bit wide there at Lodge Corner. Let's. Oh, the bike protesting over the line there for Jamie. No, he doesn't quite take P2, but does improve his lap time. 1:30.260. This is sensational. Look at the top 3. Oh my goodness. Over the line for Super Ted. He gets closer. 1:30.495. Jamie gets close to the hospital. Oh, this is crazy. Woohoo! Sorry. Had to be said. Right, let's get Brett now into the final corner. Ashby's finest. Aaron has jumped up to P6. 1:31.891 for the Exact Moves Kawasaki. Over the line then for championship leader Brett. And where does he go? Oh, Brett's up to 3rd. Here we go. We got half a second covering the top 5. Ooh. Oh dear. Right. Oh, bring on Super Pole. Oh, dearie me. Right. This water's no good for me. It's sending me down alley. Right, well, yes, Dylan. 10 points to Gryffindor. Very good. We like that. Goes into Ghastly and Ellie. And checkered flag is now out for free practice 3 for this. What an end to the session. That Ted's on a mod 30.4. He's in 5th. I mean, mind blown. Dylan on top. Don't say that again. Head of Mason G and Brett, your top 3. Jamie in 4th. Ted in 5th. Mason Roth in P6. Aaron in 7th. And Adam in P8. I mean, anyone want to guess a Super Bowl? Who's going to get pole? No, you're all right, thanks. Bet365 have, well, they said Ted 4 to 1. I don't know if that's good odds, but we'll just make something up here. 4 to 1 odds for pole position, and then everyone else is I should have really asked Dill for some odds. To be fair, he's got a bit of a gambling addiction. Even though he said it's not an addiction if you're good at it. So there, so there we go. Right on the H2O. Right then, let's get this session set up. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, dearie me. Right, let's get the Super Bowl order up on my phone. Always a good idea, that. Let's have a look. There we go. Right, so racing sports. We are going to do that. So what we'll do is we'll put the riders in order of where they should be going out. So riders, your session is just being loaded, but if you want to know when you're going out, look at the left hand side of your screen and it will tell you, but I'll let you know anyway. So the Super Bowl order is going to look like this. Get yourselves in, chaps. Super Bowl is now up. Here we go. Look at that, it's straight in for Dill. He's keen, he's optimistic and keen. Right, so there we. I just need to use the correct terminology. Right, so the running order will be Alex, Joe, Jan, Jamie, Aaron, Mason Roth, Adam, Charlie, Mason G, Ted, Dylan, and Brett. I will put the runners in order as to when they'll be going out. But first up, if Alex doesn't manage to get in the session, will be Joe. Joe's not here, then it'll be Jan. There we go. We got there eventually. Right, we'll just let the riders jump in the session. Okie dokie, just have some H2O. Look at that. In a Halloween glass. Is it Halloween already? Bit dirty, actually. I could do to clean that. That is lovely. That is delicious. Something in the water, though, a bit wacky today. Right, let's see how many we've got, and we'll put them in order of who's where, where's who, and where's Wally. Yeah. Right, okay, self-burn. Right, let's put the riders in order on how they're going out. So Jan will be first, then it will be Gamer Jamie. Sorry, Jamie. Will be going out next, then it will be Aaron the mechanic. There we go. Then it will be Mason Roth. Then it will be Adam. Then it will be Charlie. Then it will be Mason G. Nope. Then it will be the Super One, who's still not giving me the A45 yet, people. I'm trying. I am very I'll tell you what, we'll do an advert in a minute. There we go. Everyone's... No worries, Alex. No worries at all. Right, whilst we've got a quick break then. Advert time. Woohoo! Malted caps, ladies and gents. Look at that in HD. HD. If I can put them in the right order. There we go. Malted caps. New designs coming soon. Speak to Ted if you want a cap. And he has said if we get enough sales, he'll give me the A45. So there we are. Right. He hasn't actually said that. We're still negotiating a deal. He's a bit of a hard one to bargain with, is our Ted. But we're trying. We are trying. God loves a tryer. Right. So... let's kick out this imposter. They'll run the intro. And we'll crack on with Super Bowl. So first up will be Alex. Then it will be... Jan, Jamie, Aaron, Mason Roth, Adam, Charlie, Mason G, Ted, Dill, and Brett. There we go. Right, okay, let's all pray for Alex, and let's go. It's time for Super Bowl for the SDPG British Superbikes in association with Exact Moves. Is on the way next. Let's go. Right, don't want to swear because I'm professional, but a bastard imposter has just snuck in right at the end. So, hopefully he gets kicked as karma. Oh, another one! Bugger off! You want to race SDPG? Just give us a message. I won't tell you to bugger off. I'm actually quite a friendly person. Some say anyway. Not many. Hey, right. Oh, for God's sake, go away! No. We don't want you people. Well, we do, but, you know, not this moment. My rolls are just all... Yeah. Greg's have rung me up. They need the rolls back. To be fair, Sean, if you actually had a proper diet, you wouldn't have that issue, you tit. There you go. Go to Weight Watchers. Right, who's it kicked out? Oh, give over, man! Right, well, first up, Jan, you're up, mate. Let's go. Fingers crossed, Alex. Fingers crossed, mate. Right, so we're now left with 10 of them, and Jan is first to go on his Super Bowl lap. Let's see how the number 57 Eden Floor BMW machine gets on. Let's have a look then through Dearly and onto his flying lap. What strategies are the riders going to take? You're going to push really hard, try and get a really quick lap time, or you've got to just keep it just about 5%. Oh, in tow as Jan goes down, and his lap will not count. Jamie, let's go. Yes, so if you've never seen a Super Bowl before, then if the riders deck it on their fast lap, they start from the back of the grid. Right, here we go then. Jamie is next up then. Let's see whether the RD Racing Yamaha can have a bit better luck than Jan. Very unlucky that for Jan. Pressure being out first, pressure being in Super Bowl is not easy, I can tell you now. Through Old Hall Corner then for Jamie, one of the fastest riders we've got this weekend. Let's see what he can do on the RD Racing Yamaha. Through Cascades he goes then, taking a bit of inside curve. That's very nice as he runs down Lakeside in towards Island Bend at 21.2. Keep an eye on those times, ladies and gents. Through Island Bend in towards Shallows then for the number 86. Looking good, looking very good at the moment. Let's be careful of those sausage curbs then, Jamie. Let's have a look. Nice. Oh, I thought the front end was going to tuck on him there. Down towards his now for Jamie. Let's see what he can do. 52 fourth. They've been in 51s when the riders have been doing the one at 30s. I have been wrong many times before, but Jamie, this is still a good lap nonetheless, and a good benchmark for the others over Clay Hill and in towards Water Tower and Druid section now. Aaron, let's go with your lap, buddy. Let's get out onto circuit, please, mate. 1:15.2 then for Jamie as he heads down towards Lodge Corner. Through Lodge Corner, then through the dip. Let's see. Well, Jamie has completed the lap. Let's see what the time is. Over the line he goes. A 1:31.017 for Jamie. Good effort. That's a good benchmark. Very good benchmark. Let's see how that goes a little later on. Right, Aaron then on the Exact Moves Kawasaki. Let's see how the number 92, Aaron the mechanic, gets on then. In towards Old Hall Corner then for Aaron. Nicely negotiated from the Exact Moves Kawasaki then down the avenue in towards Cascades. Got to be careful here, there's a couple of little ripples. Down goes Aaron. Aaron has tipped off at Cascades. Mason Roth, let's go with your lap, buddy. Very easy to do there for Aaron. Just sometimes go over the bumps, can overload the front tyre, and down you go. That is unlucky for the number 92. He will join Jan towards the back end of this grid. Very difficult doing a Super Bowl, I can tell you now. I've done it before, don't want to do it again. That's why I've retired. Right then, here we go. Unlucky Aaron, but a good effort nonetheless, buddy. Right, Mason Roth on the HPR machine. Let's see what the Honda can do. In towards Old Hall Corner for Mason Roth. Always run a bit wide there, that's okay. Keep going. If you fall off on your lap though, that is when it is done. Through the avenue down into Cascades for the number 36 then, Mason Roth on medium tyres on this lap. Interesting. Down Lakeside then in towards Island Bend. Not as quick as Jamie's first sector time. Excuse me. Through Island Bend in towards Shell Oils now But say, even if you just complete a lap, you've still got half a chance of a good grid position here in the Super Pole sessions. In towards the British chicane then for the number 36, Mr. Nasser. Nicely done. Very well negotiated that from Mason Roth now over Hilltop. And down the other side in towards his then. Nice, 53-1. So I don't think this is going to challenge Jamie's time, but still, it will be a time if he could just complete these next couple of sectors. As he goes up towards Clay Hill now. Head down behind the screen. Oh, using all the road there into the water tower, flicking it right now into Druid, the double apex right-hander. Negotiated that pretty well as Mason Roth. 1:16.7 gets a bit of a wheelie on over the crest. Adam, let's go with your lap, please, buddy. In towards Lodge Corner. Down through the dip and up the other side for Mason Roth. Over the line, his time will be a 1:32.732. Not a bad lap. There are a few mistakes in there, but like we said, not easy to do is a Super Pole lap. Right, the arcade BMW of Adam is next, ladies and gents. Let's see what the number 4 can do. Could really do to out-qualify Charlie here. Let's see if he can. Over the line goes Adam. Nice done in towards Old Hall corner. Keeps it well on the racing line. Oh, just runs a smidgen wide through Old Hall down the avenue in towards Cascades now. Ooh, a little bit wide there for Adam, but he's kept it upright. He has kept it upright. That is all that matters. Down Lakeside then. A 21-3. That's a pretty quick sector 1 for Adam. Oh, if he could just keep this lap going, it could be challenging the top spots. In through Shellow's corner then for Adam. Nice, very well done from the number 4 in towards Britain's now, the tricky chicane. Brilliant stuff. That is nice from Adam. Look at that, taking some brilliant curb. Oh, he's... Whew, oh dear. The heart's going 10 to the dozen. Down towards Hizzy's then for Adam. Oh, this is going to be close. Through Hizzy's he goes now. And towards Nick Abrupt then for Adam. Like we say, been in a good run of form lately as Adam. Been fighting for those top 3 positions overall, top 5s. Doing a fantastic job. So we'll see whether he can get a good result here. Through Druids then he goes. What's the time? Oh, 1:15.4. This is going to be close. Charlie, let's go with your lap, please, buddy. Down in towards Lodge Corner then for Adam. Down the dip. Over to Elite, then let's see where this will put Adam. Oh my goodness gracious! A 1:31.5. That will count. He crashed over the line, but we like that. Oh, Adam. Oh, dear, his second time he's done that this weekend. Right, Charlie's getting temperature in the front tyre and brakes. Hey, I tell you what, we like this strategy. Go on, Charlie. Let's see what Charlie can do then. We've got 5 riders to go, including Charlie. Let's go with the SDPG Racing Honda's lap. Into Old Hall corner then for the number 24 machine as he heads down towards Cascades now. Nicely done. Oh, just had a little bit of a bobble. Down Lakeside then and in towards... Oh, that's a great first sector from Charlie. A 21 flat. That, I think, is quicker than Jamie's. Again, I think, dangerous stuff. Into Shallows. Looked like just a bit too tight there on the entry, but that's okay. Run it up the bank in, make a V out the corner, and fire it in towards the Britain chicane. Oh, fair play. I didn't think he was going to make that apex, but fair play to Charlie then. Over Hilltop. Let's see what the next sector time is. It's about to pop up on your screens. Down into the Hizzy chicane, then using all the road of 52.2. Again, this will be close with Jamie's time. Through Hizzy's then for the number 24 SDPG Racing Honda. Out of Knickerbrook then and up towards Clay Hill. Over Clay Hill for the Honda. Nicely. That was beautiful from Charlie. Into the water tower and Druids Mason G. Let's go with your lap, please, buddy. Through Druids then for Charlie. Oh, the bike is protesting. Down towards Lodge Corner then for the number 24 machine. In through Lodge Corner for Charlie. Through DLE and over DLE. Where's this going to put Charlie? He goes. Oh, he goes second at 1:31.512. Leading pathway. Good lap that from the SDPG Racing Honda. Oh, look, see, Charlie has now started a trend. Go on, Mason, that's what we like. See, warming up them brakes and the front tyre. Perfect stuff. Right, here we go. We have got 4 riders, and let's see. The top 4 in the championship are on their way. Mason G, let's see what number 28 can do. Malted R5L Yamaha. Through all the look at that, using all the curb. Down the avenue, in towards Cascades then. For Mason G, the number 28 machine. Nicely done. Through Lakeside he goes now. 21-0 again. A very good opening sector from Mason. Oh, nice. Didn't use too much. That was perfect. Absolutely beautiful. In towards Shell Oil's corner. Through Shell. Nice. See, that's what I mean. Making a V out the corner. Brilliant stuff. Into the Britain chicane then for Mason. Nice. Oh, it was protesting. The bike was protesting through there as he runs down towards his chicane. Then what's the sector time going to be? 52-0. Oh, it just got in. So turned in slightly too early there. It just pushed him a little bit wide into the left-hander. That will have cost him a couple of tenths. Up towards Clay Hill for Mason G. Over Clay Hill and in towards Watchtower and Druid section now through the double apex. Ted, let's go with your lap, please, buddy. 1:15.3, not too far off, down towards Lodge Corner for Mason G. Right, here we go. Oh, he's wide at Lodge. He is wide at Lodge. Where's this going to put the number 28 Yamaha? Over the line for Mason. 1:31.4. He goes P2. Right, here we go, ladies and gents. Number 34, Super Ted. Took the pole position last time. We did a Super Bowl at Cadwell Park. Can he repeat that here at Oulton Park? Oh, it looked like the front was already on the move. Through Oulton Corner, down the avenue, in towards Cascades for Super Ted. Oh, just took a little bit of inside curve. That's pushed him slightly wider than he would have liked. I think yeah, he's got away with that. He's got away with that nicely. Oh, here we go. Fastest sector one time of the session. Ooh. Oh, dear. Oh, he's giving me a heart attack. In through Shallow's corner then for Super Ted. Good lap so far from the number 34. Now shifting up to third gear, holding it in third. On the brakes into Britain's now. Back down to first gear. Through the left, through the right, and back over to the left-hand side. Oh, gets on the curb. Oh, the bike was a little bit out of shape. Down towards his. What's the sector time going to be? A 51.9. A 51.9. Ted just got to keep this. Oh, he's a bit wide. He's a bit wide at the left. Just keep this going now, Ted. He's looking good. Up through Knickerbrook, up towards Clay Hill now for Super Ted. Nicely negotiated into the water tower and Druid section now for Super Ted. Double apex, right-hander negotiated well. Dill, let's go with your lap, please, buddy. Good man. 1:15.1 for Ted. Just got a nail Lodge corner. I do not want to watch. Gives me anxiety when they all go through. Oh, he takes some curve. Oh, don't do that to me, Ted. Well, through the dip and over dear lead then for Super Ted. Where's he going to go? Ted goes. Oh, he goes second. Jamie's time is absolutely brilliant. What a... Oh, dearie. Well, best Jamie's got is a front row. Fair play. Right, here we go. Yorkshire's top rack. CS Autos Ducati's left. Oh, dearie me. Right, here we go then. Dylan is our outright lap record holder as I just kicked the floor for no reason whatsoever. Into Cascades then for Yorkshire's top rack. Nicely done for the CS Autos Ducati. Use a bit of inside curve. That's just given him a, well, a good drop of 20.8. That is now the fastest sector one time we've seen in this session. Through Island Bend now in towards Shell Oil's corner. Full attack mode for Yorkshire's top rack. He's got to get a good position on the grid here. Try and get out of trouble in the early corners. Through Britain's chicane he goes. Now through the left, through the right. And back over to the left for Yorkshire's top rack. Like just a little bit cautious through there. In toward... Oh, this is a good sector time from Dylan. Yes, that's good. Through his then for Yorkshire's top rack through Knickerbrook, taking some of that inside curve. Right, here we go. Up towards Clay Hill, excuse me. In towards the water tower for Yorkshire's top rack then. In towards Druids. Brett, buddy, let's go with your lap, please, mate. through Nick. 1:14.4. This is going to be a quick lap for. I'm about to stand up here. I am about to stand up. You do not need to know that. In towards last corner then for Yorkshire's top rank. Here we go. What's the time going to be? Is it going to be a pole for Dylan? Up to the line. It's pole. A 1:30.291. Dylan takes it with a fantastic lap. Right. Brett, it's over to you. Who's going to be on pole position? One of the CS Autos Ducatis. Let's find out which one. Through Oulton corner then for Ashby's Finest, your championship leader, ladies and gents. Down into Cascades then. He's wide at Cascades. My heart is going 10 to the dozen. Through Cascades then for Ashby's Finest. At 20.9, he is not far off. He's not as quick as Dylan's time through Sector 1, but he isn't far off at all. Shallow's corner then for Brett. Nicely done, using some of that banking. Oh, I looks like a little bit wide there through Shell Oils into the Britain chicane. Nicely done for Brett. Brilliant stuff through Britain's. Oh, it looked like, was he on the grass there? Slightly looked like he just kicked the bit of grass up. Down towards his next sector time. 51.8. Oh, he's wide. Oh, I think that's him done. It looks like Dylan will be on the pole position, but where will Brett fit in to the running order then over Clay Hill for Ashby's Finest in towards? Through it now, through the double apex right-hander. No, Brett's down! Oh my goodness! Brett has hit the deck then! I will be starting from P9 on the grid. I do not believe it. My voice has broken. That says it all. No, it really doesn't. Right. Oh, what a session that was, ladies and gents. Holy man, I'm going to put a light on. Light bulb moment. Ding! Oh, dearie me. I don't like Super Bowl. It's boring, isn't it? Well, Dylan on the pole position. Jamie and Ted on row number 1. Oh, no. We've got 10 laps to do later on. H2O, cheers. I've just spelt that all the way there. Yeah, it's still another P seconds. I'm sorry, that's nothing to celebrate. Right, okay. Let's go. Right, here we go then. Then it's time for the SDPG Ducati Monster 1200 Cup. Let's all just calm it down a bit. Dearie me, you lot get too giddy. Jamie's put a good point there. Championship battle does intensify. It sure does. And what water at my nose? Clear it out, I suppose. Right, Ducati Monster Riders, your lobby is now up. Get yourselves in, and we'll crack on with the session. I don't know what that accent was. I really don't know. Right, no one wants to come out and play. Kick the ground during someone's lap, and it tickled a bit. Right, we've got 3 in at the moment. I'm going to have to go and fill my cup up again. Look at the quality of that camera. Hey! Oh, yes, hang on. Andy! Hang on. Yay! There you go. He's thrilled. Absolutely thrilled. Right. I'll stop being a prat. No, I won't. Right, let's give a nod to our title sponsor for the SDPG British Superbike Championship, and it is, of course, the Exact Moves team. For all your business removals, movals, installations, etc., etc., go and check out Exact Moves, www.exactmoves.co.uk. Bosh, bosh, bosh. Obviously, don't have the boshes at the end, but there you go. And that's me in the good books with everybody. Yeah, nice. Right. Okay. So, we are ready then for the Ducati Monster session. Oh, dear. Oh, I got a sweat on. I got my fan as well. What on earth was that? The commentary box has just made a really loud rumble. That's my stomach. Shut up, Sean. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Who have we got? We've got Jordan, we've got Adam, we've got Connor, we've got Scotty Too Hot Air, and we've got Liam, Charlie, and Guy. I tell you, I'm so sorry with the accents. It's just poor behaviour. I'm very sorry. I'm not really. It's light-hearted entertainment. If you can call it entertainment. Ooh, the numero uno. I like that, Charlie. Numero uno. Does it have flames on it, Charlie? Please have flames. We like flames. Flamage. I think I might put some flame stickers on the fridge. The wall behind me. It's not a fridge at all. It's a commentary box, not a kitchen. Put some flames here. No, flames don't really work in a fridge freezer, do they? Everything would be melted. Right, before I do any more bad jokes, let's go with the SDPG Ducati Monster 1200 Cup qualifying is on the way next. Alrighty ho! Let's go with qualifying for the Ducatis. 15 minutes for these riders to set their best possible lap time and do well. That's what we like. The championship has already been wrapped up by a certain numero uno himself. Connor has already taken the title at the last round at Oulton Park. Fantastic display of riding from Connor this season. Really has done a cracking job. And is riding the numero uno machine. There we go. Charlie's words, not mine. Right, down Lakeside then for Charlie, just fresh off Superpole on the Superbike in towards Island Bend. He goes now. What happened to the number board? That was very clever. It just went red and then went back to white. We're like, ooh, Charlie using all the road there. Using all the road there. Right, in towards the... Oh, British chicane. Oh, my God, Charlie. Through there. Oh, excuse me. Down he goes. Oh, Andy is... Oh, you can't watch. Oh, dearie me. He's crying. Charlie, you made the teddy bear cry. Right, let's have a look then. Ah, Connor's not running numero uno. That's number 9. Right then, so before I get myself into trouble with everybody, let's get Jordan then up through Clay Hill and in towards Druids now for the number 23 machine. Through Druids, nicely done for Jordan on 117.5. I think the riders were in the 132s yesterday in free practice for the Ducatis. Nicely done then for Jordan through Lodge Corner on the power, down the dip and up the other side. For the number 23 over the line then for John and a lap time 133.990. Adam over the line at 137.4 for him. Liam over the line at 134.4, 134.9 for Scott. Connor just going through his is now. Charlie through Lodge Cup. Holy mackerel, Charlie, please pull into pit lane and go and change your kegs, because I think you may need a change. Nearly took a small venture into the water, did Charlie. Okay, into Lodge Corner then for the number 83 of Guy, ladies and gents. Had a strong showing in Super Sport a little bit earlier on, and also looking good here in the Ducati class. Over the line at 133.89863 for Guy. Goes top of the times. Lovely stuff from Guy. So we've got Guy, Jordan and Liam, your front row, mate. That Connor, Guy and Jordan, your front row. Looks like Connor's had a small incident and does 132.7. Goes 1.1 seconds faster than anybody else. Technical issues there for Connor. Right then, who is where on circuit? Charlie now into turn number 1 through Oulton Corner. Nice, using the curb. That is a bit of a berm. Lovely stuff. Right, Adam now through sector 1 and 10th up at the moment for the number 77 machine. Nicely done in towards Shallow's Corner for Adam. Nicely done. Yeah, perfect from Adam as he heads across now in towards Britain Chicane. Oh, I nearly clipped the sausage curve there, did Adam. Nicely done through Britain's down towards the Hizzy Chicane now. 3.6 seconds up on this lap is Adam. So that will see him into the 1:34 bracket. Nicely done through Knickerbrook for the number 77 up through Clay Hill for Adam. Then nicely done in towards the water tower and Druids section. Lovely stuff through Druids. And he's nearly 4 seconds up on this lap. Here's Adams. Get him now in towards Lord's Corner over the ripples in the circuit. Guys just got a little bit faster, 1:33.719, so it's just shy of a second off the top time. Let's get Adam now over the line, over DLE, over the line, and goes P2, 1:33.483. Good luck that from Adam. Lovely stuff. Whereabouts is... Oh, Jordan stopped at Britain Chicane. Scott using all the road, and Charlie's about to complete a lap. Let's see what lap time he does. Excuse me, over the line then, and a 1:43.9. Must have made a mistake on that lap, as we've got 10 minutes remaining of qualifying then for the SDPG Ducati Monster 1200 Cup. Scotty Too Hotty now still in P6. We've got Liam there in P5. Liam currently holding second in the championship. Got a, I think, let's see if memory serves me correct. Yes, it does. Got a 17-point advantage over P3, and I can't remember who was in third, actually. I think it could be, it's either Adam, Scott, or Joe. I think it might be Adam. Over the line then for Liam, a 1:40.131 for Liam on that lap, as he'll go on his merry way down the avenue and in towards Cascade. Jordan still sat there, maybe taking in the view. I mean, it's a nice view, to be fair. We like that. Guy now heads back out onto circuit. Adam over the line. What's the lap time going to be? No improvement. Connor is in the pits. So it's all pretty quiet out on circuit then. As we've got Liam now through Shell Oil's Corner. Should we ride on board with Jordan? Let's see Liam come through here. That is quick. That is immense stuff. We'll keep an eye then. Look at that. Was that Charlie just flying by? It looked like it might have been. Yeah, we like that. We just need someone to do this every session. Maybe just over by the tie wall. Someone else popping through now. Is that Adam? It was indeed. Wrong button, as per usual. Right then, whereabouts is Charlie? Ah, there's Charlie. He wasn't Charlie earlier. Through Britain Chicane then for the number 24 machine. Over hilltop, down towards the Hizzy Chicane now for the number 24. 9.4 seconds up. This is a great lap from Charlie. That will get him around that front row of the grid. Then through Knickerbrook for the number 24 machine, and up towards over Clay Hill, and in towards the water tower section. Through Druids he'll go now, through apex number 1, through the second apex on the power. 9.7 seconds up for Charlie on this lap. So we'll see where this lap time will put him. As through Lodge Corner, down the dip, and up the other side. Oh my goodness. Over DLE then for Charlie, and he goes P5 on a 1:34.170 for Charlie. Jordan now back in the box. Oh, Guy now coming down towards the Hizzy Chicane, 2.5 tenths up. So that will put him in touch with Adam then, if he can just keep this lap going. In towards Knickerbrook then for the number 83 machine. Nicely done, using most of the road. We like that. Over Clay Hill. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, Liam's had a bit of a mare here because he's now down to the back of the field. So if I just noticed that. What a plonker. Liam, I'm sure, will improve his lap time and will fight his way through the order. Look at this, 4 tenths up then for Guy. This will see him in P2 on the grid if he can just keep this one going. Down the dip and up the other side of Dear Leap for the number 83 machine. Over the line, and Guy, he does go second on a 1:33.446 for Guy, just behind Connor, who has already got this championship wrapped up, ladies and gents, like we said a little bit earlier on. 6.5 minutes there remaining of qualifying for the Ducatis, and at the moment it is Connor on top spot with a 1:32.716 with Guy on a 1:33.4. Also same for Adam, who's in P3. Second row of the grid, we've got Jordan, Charlie and Scott with Liam rounding out the runners and riders in this one. Who was that? I believe that was Adam going through D-Elite. The bike looking a little unsteady through there. Right, Charlie now over D-Elite. Let's see if he can get any higher up the order. Over the line he goes, and no improvement for Charlie. Had some good runs out in this class of late as Charlie joined us back at Snetterton, rejoined the class, and did a great job. Was fighting at the front, battled away with Connor and Liam, and took it to them and managed to get on the podium, and he was hovering around the podium positions as well at Cadwell. Did a great job. Did Charlie, so through Shallow's corner now for Adam. Who should we have a look at? Let's have a look at Scott then. Scott's in the pits, so we'll not have a look at Scott. Let's have a look at Liam through his chicane. Here he goes now, the number 44 machine. Through Nickerbrook and up towards Clay Hill then for Liam. Like we say, lying second in the championship at this present moment. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gents. After this session, we got the first race of the weekend for the SDPG British Superbikes in association with Exact Moves will be coming up right after this session. So into Lodge Corner then for Liam. It's going to second up here, so this will see him catapult into P2. If we can just keep this one going through the dip and up the other side for Liam over the line, and he does go P2, 133.333. That's a lot of threes in one number, but good time that from Liam. Puts himself firmly on row number 1. So no improvement there for Connor either. Liam has shot up to P2, and Guy rounding out row 1 at the moment. Whereabouts Adam? Adam just goes over the line. Guy now through Shell Oil's corner, and we'll head across to Britain Chicane. Who's that that's just popped up the timing screen? Is that Jordan? Just up to P6 there. Guy makes a mistake at Britain's and pulls out of his lap. Right, Charlie now in P5 on a 133.936 for the number 24, so getting gradually quicker. All these guys with 4 minutes remaining are qualifying for the SDPG Academy Monster 1200 Cup in towards the Hizzy Chicane. Nicely done for Liam through Nickerbrook and up towards Clay Hill for Liam. Beautiful. Through Druids then for number 44, 2/10 off at the moment. So not going to improve on this lap, I wouldn't have thought. Right, so we've got a hell of a train here between, we've got Connor, Adam, and I believe that is Guy. Yes, it is. There we go. Over the line for Liam, no improvement. Connor, no improvement. Adam, no improvement. And same for Guy. There we go. Right, so that is those guys heading down towards Cascades. We've got Charlie now through Druids, 5.3 seconds off. We've got Jordan and Scott still in the box. Looks like may have some issues for those two. Right, in through Dearly then goes who? Is that Charlie? Yes, Charlie. Brownie points, mate. That's a biscuit. That is a rich tea for you, my friend, for using the pit lane. Thank you very much, Charlie. Into Britain Chicane for Adam. Who's he got up ahead of it? He's got Connor just up ahead of it. Oh, look at this. We've got a hell of a trade. Oh, is that Connor? Oh my god, Connor has literally thrown his motorcycle at Adam there. That could have been a bit nasty. In towards the Hizzy Chicane then for the number 77 machine. Through Nickerbrook. And up towards Clay Hill for Adam. Can he get himself on the front row? Not got much time to find. Well, so much time. It's bloody hard to try and find a few hundredths of a second. Through Druid's corner then for Adam as he goes over the crest. Oh, he's found a few hundredths. 300ths of a second up there. In towards a Lodge corner. If he can find a tenth or two in this final sector, he will go onto the front row and into P2. Over the line for Adam. He does go P2 indeed, a 133.267. Good lap that from Adam. I think Connor's a bit tired. Oh, Liam's doing a bit nice. Doing a bit of grass tracking. We like that. Guy now in towards Shell Oil's corner for the number 83 machine. Nicely done. And towards Britain's then for Guy. Let's ride on board with Connor. Watch, keep an eye on your right hand side, ladies and gents. Yeah, there goes Guy. Woohoo! In towards Izzy then, with a minute remaining of qualifying then for the Ducatis. Through Hizzy's then for the number 83. This will be his last flying lap. Through Knickerbrook up towards Clay Hill for Guy. Nicely done in towards the water tower and Druids. Have we got Jordan and Scott out on circuit? I don't think we have. Oh, Guy nearly took the front there at Druids, and that is him done. Charlie's on the back wheel. There's no surprise there. There is absolutely no surprise there. The Charlie's on the back. Oh, he's taking a cone with him. I want some memorabilia. Fair enough. Through Clay Hill for Charlie. Don't think there's going to be any improvement. Liam won't get a lap in. Adam won't either. And Connor, well, Connor's still sat there. So I think that is going to be your grid, ladies and gents, for the SDPG Ducati Monster 1200 Cup race, which will go tomorrow over 8 laps as per usual. So Connor will be on the pole position as the checkered flag is now out for the Ducatis. Connor on pole ahead of Adam, with Liam rounding out row number 1. Then we'll have Guy, Charlie, who's again earned himself 2 rich tea biscuits in that session, will go from P5, and Jordan will round out row number 2, and Scotty Too Hotty will be at the back of the grid. I don't think Adam and Liam will get time to finish their laps. I could be wrong. Well, we'll just keep an eye out. No, I don't think they will. No, they will not get time to fit. Oh, look at that. Adam was on an improvement as well. That would have put him into the 132s. But didn't quite happen for Adam on that occasion. So we will confirm those lap times. Take a screenshot. And we are done. No problem at all, Scott. Hope everything is A-OK, buddy. Right, let's get the grid then for race number 1 for the SDPG British Superbikes in association with Exact Moves. Get the grid order up, show us. That might help the job quite a bit. Looks like Ted's doing a bit of jazz. He's woo, you know, so. And he's too engrossed in conversation, so he won't hear that. That is good, because I will get rollicked after. Oh, no, he's looked at. I see he's looked now. Sorry, Ted! He's wiped his brow now. Hey, I could give you live commentary for what... Oh, no, he's pointing to his eyebrows. Now he's pointing at the screen. I don't know what... Ted, what have I done? Right, hang on. Let me get the session... Get the session set up, Shanes. Get the session set up. 10 laps for the Superbikes. I know. Here comes the whinging. Oh, I don't want to do 10 laps. It's all right. None of the riders whinge. They're very good. They are very good. Right, so... I bet Dill will be first in. Guarantee it. Ready? And session is now up. Oh, Jam's in first. Go on, Jam. Love that, mate. I don't know why I get so excited about it, to be honest. But we'll go with it. We will go with... Oh, my God, James. You need to grow up, son. You really need to grow up. There you go. Tell yourself off live on stream. Lovely stuff. I'm just going to have a bit more hate shot. Look at that. I've drunk a glass and a half tonight. Do you reckon I'll lose my rolls in a week? Take a hell of a lot more than that, son. I'm telling you now. Right. Okay. So who have we got? Jamie will be on his way. I have no doubt. We've got Jam. We've got Aaron. We've got Brett. We've got Ted. We've got Dylan. We've got Adam. We've got Mason Roth. We've got Charlie. We have got Mason G. Just waiting for Jamie. I can't see him there on my list. He'll be on his way. He'll be on his way. Right, so just before we get on with the SDPG British Superbikes in association with Exact Moves. Hey, there we go. Hang on. There we go. Hey, lovely stuff. So, big thank you to Exact Moves for sponsoring the SDPG British Superbike Championship. If you want any business removals, installations, etc., www.exactmoves.co.uk is the place for all your business removals, installations, etc. needs. So go hit them up. They are fabulous people. Also, ladies and gents, as you can see, I am Malted's top model. So yes, go get yourself a Malted hat. New designs incoming, I do believe, from the business owner. He has told me on good authority that new designs are looking swell, and you should get one immediately. So if you want one, speak to Super Ted, and he'll sort you out with a cracking looking cap. There you go. And that's brownie points for me. I tell you what, A45 is not far away, people. It's a long way away. Right, okay, let's get the grid order set up then. So Dylan will be on the pole position. Where's Jamie? There he is. Jamie up to P2. Then it will be Super Ted running at row number 1. This is very difficult to do. Mason G will be heading up row number 2. Then we'll have Charlie. There's Charlie. In P5 we'll have Adam. 6th then it will be Mason Roth. Where is that? There's Mason. Then it will be Aaron, Brett, Jan. I did that in about 10 years. Hey, cheers to that. Now, before anyone says, that is not vodka, I promise you, it's water. But something about Derbyshire water. Yeah, that's what happens. Right, okie dokie. So, let's get the phone charger set up. Lovely. Right, phone now on charge. Let's see how this one goes then. We have 10 laps of British Superbike esports action on the way. Looking forward to this one. Who is going to do the business? Strong looking front row. Championship leader coming from P9. Well, we're about to find out then what's going to happen in the first race of the weekend. It's time for the SDPG British Superbikes in association with Exact Moves. Race number 1 is on the way next. Pirelli live tyre update. There you go. Look at that. Right, ladies and gents. So, let's have a look at the tyre situation. We've got medium soft for the top 2. Soft for Super Ted. Soft medium at the moment for Mason G. Medium soft for Charlie and Adam. Medium soft also for Mason Roth. Medium for Aaron. And medium for Brett, and a soft medium for Jan at the moment. So, just to remind you, ladies and gents, if we see multiple bits of lag, the race will be stopped. And I need to update the regs again, because if it's less than half race distance, we will rerun it over a shortened race distance. So that is what we're going to do. Over half race distance, then we will get some points dished out. Why not? So let's see how we get on. I know at Cardwell we had a few issues with a bit of lag, so hopefully that does not happen here. Well, everyone's ready. It's time. 10 laps here at Oulton Park is on the way. Good luck, chaps. Let's go racing. Here we go then, ladies and gents. Dylan, Jamie and Ted. That is a very, very competitive front row. Keep an eye out for the number 52. Ashby's Finest coming through from the back of the grid, ladies and gents. Who is going to make the start here? Well, we're about to find out. We are away racing then here at Oulton Park. That's a good start from Dylan as we run down towards turn number 1. James looks like he's comfortable in second. Charlie barging his way through up to P3. Ted and Charlie make contact then out of Oulton Corner. Good start that from Brett as he barges his way through into P4 down in towards Cascades Corner for the first time. Someone off in the background, I believe that is Aaron. On the exact list, Kawasaki that has tipped off. Ted now up to 3rd. Barges his way back past Brett as they run down towards Island Corner, Island Bend for the first time. Through Island Bend then they go. Everyone looks, oh, Jan's off in the background, just run off the circuit. Mason G. It's had a bit of a shocker there, been bumped back a couple of positions on the opening few corners, but he now gets back past Charlie as they run in towards Bretton Cent. Oh, we're going to have a breakaway 5 here. Well, at the moment we're going to break away front two. Dylan and Jamie away with this one at the moment. Half a second clear of Super Ted as run down towards Izzy's now for the first time. Brett hot on the heels of Ted. Mason G coming in like a wrecking ball there. Hits the back of Brett. There is contact between the pair of them. Oh, and Charlie has tipped off at Izzy's. That is not good for the pathway. Oh, that's getting close between Mason G and Brett. These two have had incidents noted between them before. We will keep a very, very close eye on Mason G and Brett as this race goes on. Well, already 1.2 seconds to the good is Jamie and Dylan. They are hot on the heels already. They are away with this one. Adam not too far behind Brett either. As the riders now over Dear Lee, over the line they go. Start lap number 2. Dylan leads ahead of Jamie with Ted in P3. Mason G in 4th, Brett in 5th, Adam 6th, Jan in 7th, Charlie 8th, Mason off 9th, and Aaron in 10th. That was very difficult to say at speed. Right, down through the avenue into towards Cascades. Who has tipped off there? Who has tipped off? I think that is Brett, our championship leader, has tipped. Oh, Mason G down as well. What has happened there? What on God's earth has happened there? Right, we will have to try and get some information from the riders. Apologies to those guys for not seeing what happened there. Oh, it's hard to keep an eye out on what's going on. Adam off at Island Bend. Jan currently in P5 at the moment. Well, that is not good. Whatever has happened between Brett and Mason G, we will find out after this one. Well, Dylan now leads by a second over Jamie, who's doing a good job. Oh, Ted, I thought he was off then through Prince Chicane. Right, here we go. Got a battle for pathway. No, Jan's down. Jan is down at Britain's, and that has just helped Charlie. Oh, look at that. Brett then through up to P5 now past Charlie. The two Masons having a scrap then a bit further behind. Right, let's have a look. Oh, Charlie's got a bit wider. His. Great avoidance that from Mason G. Oh, we've had a mistake from Dylan. Apologies, ladies and gents. Dylan has gone down out front. Oh, utmost apologies. Looking at the battle a bit further behind. Right, Jamie now leads ahead of Ted with Dylan in P3. Dylan has to take advantage of this opportunity. Brett looks like he's having a bit of a struggle here in the opening laps. He has to win this race to take big points out of his championship rival. Oh, there we go. Lap 3 has begun. Jamie takes the lead ahead of Super Ted with Dylan in P3. Adam in 4th, Brett in 5th, Mason G in 6th, Charlie in 7th, Mason Roth in 8th, Jan in P9, and Aaron rounding out the field at the moment. Oh, right, let's just take a breath, ladies and gents, because this is heating up nicely. As we have a look at the riders in towards Island Bend now, we've got Jamie leading this one. 1.3 seconds, the gap is just hovering around between Ted and Jamie as to go through Shell Oil's corner. Jamie just used a bit more of the bank in there, cut it back nicely, and managed to get a good run through Shell Oil's corner and in towards Britain's. I tell you what, these two are just closing the gap down ever so slightly between themselves and Jamie. Look at that from Dylan. The CS also Ducati's on the move as we run down into his lots now for the third time of asking. Through the right, through the left, and into Nickelblock. That has tightened up nicely out front. 1.6 seconds covers the top 3 riders. Up and over Clay Hill they go then, and in towards Water Tower and Druid section now. Ted just keeping that pressure on. Let's not forget, ladies and gents, not had a win since Oulton Park Race 1, which was the last time we were here, 20 races ago. So let's see whether Ted can change that, and let's see if it's Oulton Park Race 1. What do we want to say? Look, we'll continue. There we go. 131.0. Miss Jamie's time there, Miss Dylan's time as well. Right, Brett now is all over the back of Adam a little bit further back. Let's see what's going to happen here. Oh, Brett just got that a little bit out of shape in towards Old Hall Corner and down towards Cascades for Brett. At the moment, the damage has not been heavily inflicted by Dylan, but we'll see whether that will change as we get further into the race. Right, in towards Island Bend there. Where will Brett make the moves? Adam got a bit wide. He has indeed. Adam has just overshot at Island Bend, and now Brett is up to P4. Mason G at the back of the field. Something has happened to Mason there. We're not sure what has happened, so we'll just keep... Oh, a mistake there for Dylan at Britain Chicane. And he's dropped now 2 seconds behind Ted. Well, it's the Yamaha 1-2 then at the moment. Jamie's looking very comfortable out front. And Mason G has retired from the race. water tower and in towards Druids then for Super Ted. Just started to close that gap down on 8/10 of a second. Yeah, he's getting there. He's just hovering around that 8 to 9/10 advantage between the two Yamahas out front. Still a long way to go this one. 10 laps around Oulton Park. It's a hell of a long way. Over the line then they go. 1:30.5 from Super Ted. Great lap that. Dylan now just got to get back into the rhythm. Just try, hit your points. He's very fast. Over one lap is Yorkshire's top rank and has got to just make the most of it now. Just get back to that qualified pace, the 1:29 outright lap record that he set yesterday in practice. He's got to try and get down to that pace here to close the gap down to these two. Right, the gap now has come down between Jamie and Ted. Half a second is the gap. Ted does like Oulton Park, he was telling me earlier on this week. Oulton Park is certainly one of his favourite circuits on the calendar, and he does go very well round here. As they run down towards his now, manages to negotiate Britain's well and in towards. Here's lots to go. Charlie has now taken top pathway honours. A little bit further back, he has got past Adam then. Mason Ross just ahead of Jan, with Aaron just rounding out the runners and riders at the moment. Dylan has taken a little bit of time out of Ted on this lap. Got the gap now just under 2 seconds between the CS Autos Ducati Malted R5L Yamaha over the crest at Druids. Jamie doing a good job. RD Racing Yamaha leads Malted R5L Yamaha leads CS Autos Ducati of Dylan, with Brett in P4 at the moment. This is good damage limitation. Dylan will only take 3 points out of Brett. Every point counts, ladies and gents. Every point does count, because you never know, it could go down to the final race decider. The gap with 48 points to Brett going into tomorrow's 2 races, where we'll have a 10-lap race and a 15-lap race tomorrow, ladies and gents. It's going to be very, very interesting. Looks like Ted just made a slight mistake there at Cascades. Just dropped to just over a second behind Jamie. What Ted's not... Oh, no! The race leader's down. Jamie has hit the dead then at Island Bend. Oh, it was that. Oh, I thought someone else was going off in the background. Adam has dropped off as well. Well, drama then, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 6 of 10. Ted now takes the lead with Dylan in P2 and Jamie now in 3rd. Let's not forget, ladies and gents, Dylan and Ted are in a fight for P2 in the championship, ladies and gents. They are scrapping for that P2. 17 points is the gap. It'll be 12 points in Dylan's favour going into tomorrow, if things stay the way they are. And as we've just seen, things can turn over very quickly. So now 7 points advantage. It'll be a 7 point advantage for Dylan going into tomorrow. Well, sorry, Dylan will gain 7 points on Brett's going into tomorrow, if things stay the way they are. But, well, that is very... It's unlikely in motorcycle racing. Now look at that, Mason Roth and Jan now up to 5th and 6th. Charlie has just made a mistake a little bit further back. Aaron now in P8 and Adam rounding out the field. Meanwhile, out front, Ted has got a nice advantage, 2 seconds to the good over Yorkshire's top rank. The Super One there could desperately do with a race win here. Let's see whether he can keep this going for another few laps into Island Bend. Good run this from both Ted and Dylan. Jamie as well. Look at that, he is taking a bit of time out of Dylan here. 8/10 is the gap between the pair of them into Shell Oil's corner. Brett is 4.6 seconds down, so it will take another mistake from Jamie for Brett to have a say in this one. Through Britain's down, through Hilltop. Through the chicane then for Jamie, not too far behind. Or through Nick Abrupt then. I thought Dylan made a mistake there. No, he hadn't. Up towards Clay Hill for Jamie and Dylan. Brett now in a lonely P4. Good damage limitation from that difficult Super Pole session for Brett. He will be starting on row number 2 tomorrow and will have a good chance at getting some strong points tomorrow. And of course, in Mason G retiring, if Ted can take this all the way to the checkered flag, he will be 93 points clear. Sorry, will he? Yes, he'll be 93 points clear of his teammate in the championship. So that P3 will be looking like it will be going the way of Super Ted. Right, battle now is on for P2. Of course, Ted could still get P2 in the championship. That is not out of the question. In through Island Bend then goes our race leaders. The top three covered by 2.7 seconds. As through Island Bend then Jamie now really trying to pile the pressure on Dylan. We can just see 10 at the top of your screens. Through Shell Oils and in towards the Britain chicane. Then they go lap 8 of 10. Oh, look like Jamie there just maybe carry a little bit too much speed. Oh, he gets a bit of a wiggle on there. Out of Britain's and down in towards Hizzy. Let's have a quick look then back at Mason Roth, Jan and Charlie and Aaron all in a good scrap here for that P4. Oh, Jan's tipped off. I think Aaron was looking a bit loose there through Britain's as well. Jan has just tipped off a little bit further back. Unlucky that for the number 57 Eden Floor BMW Motorrad machine. Meanwhile, Ted just ticking off the laps. We're about to start the penultimate lap of the race then. I'm just going to have a quick sip of water, ladies and gents. Right, down through the dip and over D-Elite then. 2 seconds is the gap between 10 and Dylan. 1:30.7. That is a fantastic lap from Dylan. Jamie now through Old Hall Corner, and he's just cannot quite get close enough to the back of Yorkshire's top right at this moment. But I'm sure one slight mistake from Dylan, and that will just give Jamie a chance at this one then. Well, they've kept themselves out of trouble in this race so far. They've done a good job. These lads have now just got to keep the heads, keep it all together, and they will be taking the podium spots. Right, Dylan now through Shell Oils in towards the Britain chicane. Nicely done through Britain's. He'll go now. Like I say, had the lead earlier. Both Dylan and Jamie had the lead. Both of them crashing out and had, well, giving Super Ted the opportunity to go and lead this one. Like we said earlier, Ted is very good round Oulton Park, does like this circuit, and well, it is showing through. His then for the penultimate time. Looked like a slight mistake there for Ted. 1.5 seconds is the gap, and I can assure you now, these three riders are not dirty riders. They will always set up a move. They'll always think about a move before going for it, for having a bit of a dive bomb. So nothing dangerous will happen between these three. Right, into the final corner, large corner for the penultimate time. Oh, I tell you what, Dylan's had a fair lap here. 1.2 seconds is the gap between Ted and Dylan as they go over the line to start the final lap of this one then. Race 1 here at round 10 of the SDPG Academy for the Superbikes. Who is going to take top honours? Ted has not had a win in 20 races, ladies and gents, since Oulton Park race 1 here last time when we're here in early February. Dylan needs a win desperately for his championship. Ted will not roll over and give it to him. Jamie there, will he settle for that P3? I'm sure he won't. He'll have one last go at the back of the CS Autos. Ducati carry a lot of speed through Island Bend. Might have been a bit too much. Look like Dylan there just tipped in slightly too early. He's okay. He's gathered that one up nicely. Well, this will be your top three if things stay the way they are. Through the Britain chicane then for the final time. Dylan is closing down on Super Ted. I just don't think it's going to be enough. Less than a second is the gap in towards Britain's. His. I'll tell you what, ladies and gents. Dylan has really pulled out a good lap here on this final lap through Knickerbrook then. Who's going to have it then? Dylan versus Ted. I think Dylan's just a bit too far back through the water tower in towards Druids then for the final time. The number 34. 20 races without a win is one corner away from taking race 1 here at Oulton Park. Hard on the brakes then. Dylan too far back. Molten R5L and Super Ted are back on the top step. Ted is back, ladies and gents. He takes the win in race 1. Dylan, great second. Also, Jamie, fantastic recovery ride from second and third place. Dylan and Jamie, great work that from those guys. Looked like a hard race. Brett over the line in P4. Good recovery. Good recovery that from Brett. Look at this. Run to the line between Mason Roth and Charlie. Sorry. Oh, dearie me. Mason Roth takes P5. Charlie in 6th. Aaron in 7th. Jan will take P8, and that sums up his feelings. And Adam will round out the runners and riders in that one. Was a race that was. Jamie takes the fastest at 1:30.3. Makes you sick, really, doesn't it? Just makes you sick. Fair play. Fair play. That was a great race to watch. Don't forget, ladies and gents, they've got to do it 2 more times tomorrow. Well done to all riders there. So, final results then of race number 1. Super Ted takes the win ahead of Dylan and Jamie is your podium. Then we've got Brett, Mason Ross, Charlie, Aaron, Jan and Adam rounding out the runners and riders in that one. Well, ladies and gents, what a race we saw there. Fantastic action from your top 3. Some good recovery rides there. Dylan just making a mistake in those early laps just cost him a chance at the win, but he certainly fought hard towards the end. Ted just used his noggin, didn't make a mistake. That was crucial for a race. We saw Jamie there out front, looked like he was going to have it, but also tipped off at Island Bend. What happened to Mason G and Brett? I will speak to both riders. We'll find out what has happened there, because that will need to be looked at. But, ladies and gents, before we go, let's do some quick adverts, because why not? We've got to get them in. It's just the law. Right, so business moves, removals, installations, etc., etc. You need to go to Exact Moves. They are the best in the business. Got some very high, how do I say this? Some very good clients. Yes, some very high-end clients. Exact Moves, www.exactmoves.co.uk for all your business removals, installations, etc., etc. Up Exact Moves, and there we go. The Exact Moves Kawasaki has been out in the hands of Aaron in that last session. And of course, ladies and gents, if you would like a Malted cap, because I'm Malted's top model, I get paid a hefty wage of an A45 Mercedes. There you go. Speak to Super Ted for some lovely caps. Fantastic. Brilliant hats. New designs coming in soon. So, yes, go and speak to Super Ted for a cap. And he said if we get 10 sales, he will give me his A45 AMG. And, of course, he really hasn't. I'm still... he's a bit of a hard bargainer, is Ted, but we'll get into that, I would have thought. Right. Socials as well, just before we crack on and say goodbye to you all. Go over to Instagram. If you have Instagram, then please go check out the official BSEC page. We are trying to push this to 100 followers before the end of this race weekend. I think we're at 97, 98 when I last checked. So go and check that one out. For all the latest news, videos and stuff, Dylan's Super Pole, that will be on there. Probably tomorrow, I would have thought. So there you go, ladies and gents. Go and check that one out. And yes, that is all she wrote. Well, ladies and gents, what a first race and what a night we've had of action here at Oulton Park. Thank you very much, as always, for joining us on this adventure. It was just an absolute blast, and I've not puked my guts up. Yeah, that's a gold star. Well done. Well done. Andy, been a pleasure, mate. Thank you. Right. Okay, so... yeah, cheers to that. Right, I'm going to go now before I start waffling even more shite. Right, have a good evening, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow for race day here at Oulton Park. Enjoy your rest of your evening. See you later, people. Woohoo!